could go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to another episode of the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. I'm your host, Louis Beans, and I'm here with Mark with the mic.
What's going on? What's going on?
Chillin', chillin', Mark. What do you do?
Um, Again, we're going through our cartoon, our wheel of cartoons. They gotta get a name for that, but it's the wheel of cartoons, and we have about probably 35 cartoons on there now compared to the other
Okay.
ones we use. If I see something we have not put on there and if it's random, that looks random and looks like it would be a funny thing to watch, I tend to add it. So there's some that has been added since. Um, but beyond, we right now we're doing cops and crooks. The toy line was called Cops and Crooks, but we're doing cops, and we're on the second episode, and there's a toy coming out from Big Bad Toys exclusive of Bulletproof that we were talking about. So, what you think of that second episode?
Again, it was pretty funny. I liked the little circus aspect, the little kid that was running around that ended up thwarting the whole, what's his name? Dr. Bad Vibes plans.
Yes, Dr. Bad
So,
Vibes.
yeah. I hope they do finish up the toy line of cops. Hopefully the bulletproof sells well.
I hope so too, because then hopefully it adds more characters. The only thing is they're only doing one figure, so I would have hoped that they did at least four, but they're only doing one. Because I like the Biker Mice
Hmm.
from Mars, the Cowboy Maces, they all kind of do like four figures. So I was hoping maybe you get maybe two cops, two crooks, but we'll see. Hopefully that sells and we get more of those. But the cartoon itself, it was a fun episode. I do like the gadgets and the train and how he stole the gold, and I think that he was actually a fun villain to see, and he wasn't stupid like the other ones were. So it was more he's playing with his tools, he's doing his taking advantage of his tools and stuff like that. So I dig it. I dig the beginning when they tell the case file. I give the end when they close the case file. Um, we did talk about Bulletproof's origin, which they don't show in the cartoon, but I think the Marvel comic they do. So that's something to kind of look forward to. But we are continuing. Yes.
Yep.
So we go to episode 3. Um, Again, I've been playing Expedition 33. The game's getting me extremely emotional because it's a sad fucking game in the beginning. Then it goes into a weird state of just going through the sadness, and then get introduced to this character named Monko, which he's hilarious. So it goes into a very comedy thing. There's a lot of slight comedy in it, but again, if you're a fan of Persona and can handle like the parry combat system, I think you will really enjoy this game. Like I said, I told you, I think you will enjoy it. Maybe when it's on sale and stuff like that. But it's also a good developer to support because this is a small team that made an amazing game that's getting amazing reviews everywhere. And I think it's probably one of the highest reviewed games this year.
Okay.
So it's good to see those things.
Yes.
And what you've been playing.
Uh, Elden Ring, Night Rain just put out some type of update,
Yes.
and they're doing it like Monster Hunter,
Cool.
where it's like I guess every few months they're gonna plan to drop something. This one is like an event that is supposed to go on for a few weeks,
Yeah.
where they change up the bosses to a different powered up version. They were like, yeah, the game's too easy. It's not, but let's make it harder. And then, so now you can see the actual difference in preparedness for the bosses that people have. Because
Okay.
after a while, the regular the regular routes to the bosses, like you can kind of, okay, I know what I'm supposed to do, and just go through and not really think too hard about it. But once you get to that new, um, enhanced, I guess they call it. Like it has a specific name for it. Let me see if I can look at it and tell you. It is called Everdark Sovereign.
Okay.
That's the name, the title that they have for the bosses now. when they're enhanced, right?
Yeah.
So you can see when people are ready for those and people are ready for the regular ones. Because sometimes you personally, I end up carrying the whole fight, and it's like it's not really a game that's made for that.
Yeah.
Because like Monster Hunter, typically if you fail 3 times, the quest is over anyway. Whereas in Night Rain, the person's body is just laying on the floor. You could pick,
Yeah.
you have to go through a certain thing to get them back up, but you could kind of tell when somebody's underestimating how difficult the boss is
Yeah.
because they just ended up dead on the floor while you're trying to survive for your life, and you need them for the damage, right?
Yeah.
So it's a lose-lose situation when people die. So it's fun, it's difficult, and I'm glad they're doing it. So, and it's free.
Nice.
You have
Nice.
to pay extra money for that.
We like free stuff. Shout out to
So
Astrobot.
good.
They have a new Astrobot's gonna have a new DLC the end of the month for it's free, and it's gonna be
Mhm.
5 new worlds that's
Good.
gonna come out. One world comes out every week,
Okay. Gotcha.
and I
So
think
that's good.
Ghost in Yote is one of the characters you find. So that's how they do it. They add new characters because they added like Spider-Man, Miles Morales to one of the DLCs. They added, I think it was the Christmas one. They did the Hellcat Divers. They did they keep adding PlayStation characters, which is pretty cool. Um, I did pick up that game from Atlas. I haven't touched it yet because I got really deep into Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Um, that Raku, what's his name? I'll tell you right now. Radu,
Okay.
the Mystery of the Soulless Army, the
Oh, you said
remaster.
Rido.
Yeah,
Rido.
Rido.
That's
There you go.
the Persona
Yes,
character or adjacent character. Yeah.
yes. I did pick up that. I had like credit on my PSN, so
I didn't know that was out. I just saw the preview thing saying it was out.
yeah, it came
I thought
out
it was supposed to be out.
last week. Last Friday. No, not even that long ago. It came out Thursday. So I haven't played it yet. So I'm looking. Once Expedition 33 is done, I'll probably start it afterwards. So I'm going in like not knowing anything about the game.
Mhm.
So I'm looking forward to it though. Just see trailers and stuff. Um, anything else that you have?
I saw the pre-order for Gargantos.
Yes.
But I'm like, I don't feel like spending $70 on you. So, because that's the price it's gonna be now.
Oh.
Uh, I'll wait a little bit and I'll see what's left and who's left. I'll
Yeah.
probably get one of the other ones because they I think they're just about all out now to pre-order. So I'll just pick one,
Okay. I saw the Cap and Venom went up too.
but not him.
Yeah.
That's like maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
That's irresponsible.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm not planning on selling
Yeah.
it.
I
I
got you.
know it'll be worth it if I sell it. But I'm not planning on selling it. So
Yeah.
that
But
is
yeah.
the thing.
One thing I noticed, NECA, they actually introduced a new 4 pack of the Vacation Turtles, and they have a tariff price with the pre-order. So if you pay, I think it's 150 for the pre-order, it's $18 for shipping, and the tariff price is $15.
Okay,
So if it's 150 bucks, the figure goes up to about two and change with tax.
gotcha.
So if
Okay,
you're looking to still collect these NECA figures and like the 4 packs and the big San Diego Comic Con collections, which they should be announcing very soon, that's up to you because like yeah, it's getting too pricey for me. Like it's beyond my ballpark. Because the most I spent on a NECA figure was 150, and that was a 4 pack. Other than that, I'd never spent more than that. Oh, actually, the Turtle Van. Turtle Van was like almost 300 bucks. But beyond that, I'm done. Like I can't grab anymore. It's too much, and until I get space to put them up and things like that, I kind of quit the game until now. For now, until I have the space for it,
okay.
because I have too much. But I did see a lot of they showed like the vacation turtles, and they showed like teasers of the new San Diego Comic Con exclusives, which I think Tempest is one of them, which is the arcade lady. But none of them is Donatelli, so I don't care.
Gotcha. Okay.
I want
Okay.
Donatelli. Why can't I do Donatelli? They're
I
doing
listen.
all these
I
random ass characters. They're doing these fat, big, beefed up wrestling turtles that was in the last season. Where's Donatelli?
I feel you.
I want his gangster. I want. Look, they could do a 3-pack. Put him with the two gangsters.
Why not?
One looks like Carl from Simpsons. I'm just saying.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
True that. True that.
But yeah, they're doing that. So that's be prepared for, like, if you do trying to are you if you're trying to pre-order from NECA, Super 7, any ones that are paid to pre-order, major figs, they all kind of have that tariff price. So that's something just to be expected. That I think major is only doing $10. I think Super Seven is also. I think Super Seven is also at a $15 mark. So it probably depends on what you're getting. If the bigger it is, I think they're gonna have a higher price. The smaller it is it's gonna be a smaller price. So,
Okay. Gotcha.
but just in case. Um, I did pre-order Shanti's Big Rubber Guy,
Nice.
so I have 3 big rubber guys, and I think that's gonna be my limit. Unless unless like, say for instance, our truth decides to be like, hey, I could get figures outside of here now, and they make a big rubber guy of like Ron Killens, I will definitely get that. But beyond that,
Uh,
I
I got you.
I thought we were gonna get one. I thought we were close to getting one. That was what's sad that's what I look forward to the most with the freaking sadly, like, with the release and hearing his contract not expiring and shit. I was like, who Major could get for figures, and that he was one of the first ones I thought about. Shanti was 100% a person I saw definitely getting a figure because her style, she looks extremely toyetic,
Mm-hmm.
so that'd be
You right.
interesting. Um, they have new Ironheart trailer posted up on Disney. If you're interested, um, Superman has the last movie trailer before it comes out. I'm excited for Superman. I'm actually really excited for it. I believe in James Gunn. I think we on our comic book theater, we a lot of his movies are up there on the list. They're all like top 25. So like, James Gunn knows how to direct, and I believe in what he's gonna do with Superman.
Hey. Okay. I mean, it looks nice.
Yeah.
We'll see. I try not to watch any trailers, so
I get that too, because honestly, I wish I didn't see the last trailer, because I wanted to be surprised with certain things. So I get that. I get that a lot. I tried just to watch the teaser just to see where it's gonna be at. But beyond that, like, should get that pattern of not watching the trailers, because I do like to be surprised. But
hmm
with Superman, I'm very interested. I'm very interested in what he's doing. I hear a lot of people bitching about, oh, they made him too weak, and I'm like, have you watched the Superman animated series? They're like, wow, he got his ass kicked like every episode. He had a suit for space.
I I blame the '90s and toys.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, they go and sell toys and stuff, but he had a suit for space. He had a suit for everything. But he did, like I was saying, Superman's a character of adaptation. Yes, he's super strong, super fast, and everything like that. But he doesn't know the levels of other people's strength and shit like that. So he's gonna take a licking to see where he has to adjust his power to. So I always saw him as a character of adjustment. He adjusts his power to fit the category of what he has to do. Like when he fought Darkseid, he was like, I don't have to hold back to you. I'm gonna knock the shit out of you. That's the difference. But I always liked it. I actually really enjoyed the animated series. I was a big fan of it.
Talking about the animated series?
Yeah, I
Are they
enjoyed it.
supposed to be taking inspiration from that from the movie?
I think they. I think his characteristics and how he has to adapt to things. I think they're taking off the animated series, which I think is a good level of how to level the adaptation.
Alright.
Just because, again, he's a godlike character. Like, he has to get hit. If not, there's not gonna be no drama. He's just gonna fucking destroy everybody.
But I thought, uh, I mean, yeah, but he's got bad guys in this movie, unlike most movies. So I don't know
Yes,
what the issue is.
yes. Yeah, one movie he
He's
fought.
not fighting. He's not fighting boredom in an airplane. You know what I mean?
Yes, or heavy
So
lifting.
yeah. So it's not. It's not the same thing.
Yeah,
So I don't know.
I'm excited for it though.
I have no. See again. I don't really exist in any discourse or anything. So I
Yeah,
don't. People's opinions. I don't know what they are.
yes,
Nor do I kind of care. I don't give a shit. If it's not you or Japstar or
yeah,
Jake this, I don't give a shit. So it
yes.
is what it is.
I'm excited for it.
I like the costume. I'll put it that
I do like it
way.
too.
The costume,
It's a hybrid. It's a mix of bunch of different costumes.
I see.
If you ever read All Star Superman, it
No,
has a
I've
lot
never
of.
read nothing.
Never read it. It was actually a
No,
good.
I've never read a Superman comic.
No, I see. The thing is, I always had like a love hate relationship with Superman. I always never liked it when they made him like super godlike, that he didn't have like weaknesses and shit like that. But then when he has those weaknesses, those are the comic books I usually got enjoyed. Like him, the Death of Superman. That was probably one of his best books. I like when he has a power equal or someone that could just destroys him and he has to get back up. I have been liking the Absolute Superman a lot too. It's been a
Yeah, that's
different
about.
weird different take, but it's been interesting.
Yeah, let me know when they thinking about Absolute Superman, the animated series, or something like that.
Yeah, I'll definitely watch Batman. I'm fuck. Oh,
Yeah, yeah, that has to be.
oh man, did you check out the Bane?
I've seen what he's supposed to be, and he looks cool as hell.
Yeah,
Big old giant man.
did someone posted a video of it and he was like, "This guy will break your family tree. He'll break you. He'll hit you so hard he'll break your family tree." And I was like,
Mm.
damn. I'm interested in what they're doing with him. I did see I think the last one was Mr. Freeze. I gotta catch up like with those comics and stuff like that. So when I catch up with them, I'm actually interested to see what they did with Bane though.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's a lot of
And I
like
think
stuff.
the teaser for the next villain was shown for Absolute Batman. I think it might be Mr. Scarecrow
Ooh.
because it was like a black. It looked like I think it was a black and white picture. I think it was supposed to be Crane.
Okay.
Like I think because he doesn't have a mask on, but it looked like it was supposed to be us. It looked like the guy in the picture was supposed to be framed as being scary,
Okay.
and he didn't look like a big dude. So I'm thinking like he looked like he could be like a college professor or something like that. So I know that's what. Uh, what's his first name? I don't remember his Big
Um,
Scarecrow's first name. I just remember his last name is
something
Crane.
Crane.
That's it. But I know
Scarecrow.
he was like a professor or something like that. So could be him, could be somebody else, but I'm taking my guess that it's Scarecrow.
Scarecrow is.
I know it's not Ichabod Crane.
Yeah, that Jonathan Crane.
Jonathan Crane? Okay. Gotcha.
That'd be interesting.
Mhm.
Let's see. I'll
Like
write
I'm
that.
really the thing about Absolute, like since we already know who and what Batman is, I'm very just intrigued by this universe's interpretations of all the bad guys. So I'm very curious to see who's next.
Same. Yeah, it's Scarecrow. Oh, this is the regular Batman. I thought yeah, they did. Yeah, they tease him. He has like a gas mask on and shit. So yeah,
Mm,
yeah.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It looks like it
He
could
looks
be
like
him.
he looks like a samurai because he has like a the salt straw hat.
Even closer to Scarecrow. There you go.
Yeah, so that's cool. Yeah, it'd be interesting. I wonder if they when they're gonna adapt Joker in it. I know they
You
have
already see
teased
it.
it.
You see a lot of him, but not a lot of him.
Yeah, yeah, like I've seen the teasers of him. I just haven't seen like I wonder when they're gonna launch him. But we saw the a lot of the other characters. Maybe Ra's al Ghul, how he would be in that book. That'll be interesting as well. But I heard nothing
Hmm.
but good things about it. I really gotta catch up. I think I read up to issue 5, and I kind of fell off. So I do gotta catch up with it.
Yep.
And I read I was liking Absolute Wonder Woman a lot too. That shit was it's like a
Yeah.
heavy metal comic.
Hmm.
I love it. It's crazy. It's like a God of War game. That comic book.
Yes.
And I'm really enjoying it. I know the new ones are supposed to come out like Absolute Flash, Absolute Lantern. I'll probably take a peek at those.
Yeah. There's Lantern. I think I'm not sure if Lantern started. I have seen the covers,
And man,
but I know Manhunter did start,
yeah, I heard good
and
things
that's
about that too.
yeah. That also looks very. It looks like psychological and like it might be a thriller or something like that.
Okay.
But I like the take on the way the Manhunter looks. Like it just
Yeah,
looks. It looks like an abstract painting.
yeah, I think it's cool. It'd be interesting.
Yep.
Um, what else we got? Like I don't even know. Like with Marvel, I don't even know where to start to be caught up with certain things because there's so many stuff that happened within the years, and I'm like, where do I even start? Then I
Hmm.
hear like about Null, and I hear about these a bunch of these characters, and I'm like, oh, I don't even know where to fucking go. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff happening. Um, they also tease they showed a couple other Fantastic Four trailers, which comes out the end of July, but I haven't watched those. But that's another one I'm looking forward to see what they do with that movie. Um, but yeah, I do not have anything else.
That's about it. We can get into the movie.
All right, so comic book theater.
This week's movie we have Thor: Love and Thunder. It is from 2022.
Yes,
It is PG-13, hour 58. Did you see this when it debuted?
I did. I saw it day one in the morning.
Okay. Okay. Uh, it is directed by Taika Waititi,
Yep.
also written by them, and Jennifer Caton Robinson. They have the credits for Thor, Stanley, Larry Lieber, Jack Kirby, um, starring Chris Hemsworth as Thor, Natalie Portman as Jane Foster, the Mighty Thor,
Yes.
Christian Bale as Gore, Tessa Thompson as King Valkyrie, Taika Waititi as Korg, Old Conan God. We have Russell Crowe as Zeus, Jamie Alexander as Sif, Idris Elba as Heimdall, Chris Pratt as Peter Quill, Star-Lord, Dave Bautista as Drax, Karen Gillan as Nebula, Palm Clementif as Mantis, Sean Gunn as Kraglin, Onset Rocket, Vin Diesel as Groot, Bradley Cooper as Rocket Voice, um, Carly Reeves as Mike, Kat Dennings as Darcy, Brett Goldstein as Hercules,
Hercules. Hercules.
Stellan Skarsgård as Selvig, Luke Hemsworth, which I believe is his brother, as actor Thor.
Yeah.
We have Matt Damon as actor Loki,
Yes.
Sam Neill as actor Odin, Melissa McCarthy as actor Hela. That stage play cracked me up. It
Yeah,
was
yeah,
really
that
good.
was pretty funny.
Is that it? We have Stephen Curry as King Yakan.
There you go.
See who else is there. Bobby Holland Hanson as Habuska the Horrible.
There you go.
That's about it. Because they even spoil the damn tease the credits this early. Because
Yeah.
that's interesting. This is one of the first times they've ever done that in the credits.
Yeah,
Shame on you.
yeah.
Shame on you.
Yeah.
Shame on you, IMDb. Okay, synopsis for this movie is Thor enlists the help of Valkyrie, Korg, and ex-girlfriend Jane Foster to fight Gorr, the God Butcher, who intends to make the gods extinct. So I remember you saying that the one issue with the character is that this character is actually way more deadly and devastating than they show in this movie,
Yes.
and that's pretty much the one like downfall sticking point is that they didn't take the time to establish him or make him a bigger threat.
Yeah, I agree. That was one of my biggest issues with it because Gore, the God Butcher, like he has connections to Null and the symbiote. Like his
Hmm.
sword is from Null, and there's
Okay.
a lot of story in that. That again, like I understand you don't have Venom and the Venom world in it and stuff like that, and that's something that you could have kind of played off with something else, as in being a godly thing. And I wish that he actually showed that he butchered gods and how he killed them and things like that, because he was a devastating villain, probably one of the one of like the craziest Thor villains that was written in like the 40 years that Thor been out. And he's a newer character. He came out like 2013 or so. I did like Christian Bale as the character though. I just didn't like the way they portrayed him, and I wish they did more with him.
Okay. Uh, because that's a character that they're gonna use in the future. Do you know if that was his voice?
Bale?
No, no.
No.
That was supposed to be his voice. Because the sword talks to you.
No, it's not him. They didn't connect anything with the symbiote or anything like that. They named it a different. They named it a different sword and everything too. Like it had a different name and everything.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I mean, because they didn't shy away from making those things black and looking symbiote-like.
Yeah.
So maybe they left it open for interpretation.
Hey, hopefully if it's done right, if they bring that character back, it would be done right. But yeah, that was my only big issue with it. Like I actually enjoyed the movie. A lot of people did not like this movie. I found it funny. But then again, uh, I was prepared for it to be more of a comedy. I wish the Guardians were more involved with the movie because how the other one ended.
Well, I think they had an emotional connection to getting Thor back to
Yeah,
in this one
but that was my
because
only
it's a,
thing too.
it's a it's a his story. It's a at the end of the day for this movie is clearly a Thor story.
Yeah,
Like it starts out with the remnants of them, the
yeah,
remnants of their story from the last time they hung out and everything. Like it even gives you a full recap.
yeah. No, no, they good. They did a good job with that. I just wanted more of them.
So I think connecting this to the existing universe, there's no real gaps in it. I mean, I guess I understand you probably didn't want to make this like a two-parter or drag it out or anything
Yeah,
to make that character go on his devastating run, like to do the things that gave him that reputation for
yeah,
being such a badass, messed up character. But for what they did, I give him a good job. I say I very much liked the movie. It was funny. The only critique I have is that at points it felt like it had too much James Gunn isms in it,
yeah,
and so it didn't. So me not knowing this guy's style, but beyond the other Thor movies, right?
yeah,
Because I'm sure he's a good director and whatnot,
yeah,
but this felt. I mean, you could feel the elements of like the comedy for the last one, but it felt less like uh an extension of that guy's what he would do as Thor's movie, and it just felt more like an homage to James Gunn.
I could see
With
that.
because again, Thor was never the movie with the musical breaks
Yeah,
and having all that licensed music and doing this and doing that, and so it seems like it kind of evolved into that. But maybe that was because they had the Guardians in it. You know what I mean?
That, and then also I think cause in Ragnarok they started off with like the Led Zeppelin song and things like that too. So they actually had the music in those, but I think this one kind of made it more like a. They try to make it more like a '80s style, like with the retro music and stuff. Like it had like a '80s sci-fi vibe to it.
Yeah. It looked like Thor turned into the character that would drive the '80s Pontiac with the
Yeah.
Firebird.
Yeah.
Like that's all that was missing from when he got in shape. Was like,
Yeah.
yeah, where's the Firebird at? So, but I mean, I'm not saying I didn't like the how he, I thought his personality and stuff,
Yeah.
and then his getting back into fighting shape, and then this. I mean, again, they explain everything.
Yeah.
You don't just come into it saying like thinking to yourself, why is he fat? And then, oh, why is he buff? And then,
Yeah.
what happened? Why the Guardians? Like they explain to you.
Yeah.
And I think that's good, and they did it in a way that was nice. It didn't take up a lot of the movie. So on one hand, I see what you mean. More Guardians would have been good, but they wanted to get back to his story because I know they wanted to do the Jane Foster cancer and
Yeah.
all that stuff. So I think they handled that well.
I think they did too. I think they did that did a good job in that, and kind of like closing out her character's storyline.
Is that is so? The question I have, because again, I never I never read a Thor book. I
Yeah.
read Thunderstrike back in the day.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm that guy. Um, but Jane Foster and her story arc, did it happen at the same time as Thor fighting Gore, or is they just mash it up?
They mashed it together, but it was a separate storyline because the Mighty Thor when Jane Forster became Thor it was a lot later.
It was a lot later.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
but
Was it? Was it
she was cancer.
the?
Yeah, she was cancer ridden and stuff like that, and the hammer was the only thing that keeping her alive.
So they changed it slightly.
Yeah,
In this, the hammer is stopping, is giving her vitality when she has it, but it's stopping her from healing in when she's Jane.
yeah,
Did they have it that it was just
similar, very similar.
very similar?
Yeah,
Okay, all right, all right. I thought it was good.
all right.
I liked it. I liked the visual style too. I like when they went on the his afterward or whatever,
Yeah,
and the color was just being sucked away because it's a void. I'm like,
yeah,
that's cool. That's cool. Again, yeah, I get it. I get it. That's a super powerful character that got dealt with
yeah,
in one movie. So
yeah.
it is what it is.
And not for nothing though. I liked
Oh,
it Christian Bale as the character.
but the question I have is the little girl. Is that a real character?
She comes in later on, but she is a real character.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, that's cool.
And you got Daddy Thor.
Gotcha.
And then you also had this dude as Zeus, which was a funny character. I actually liked how they did it. And then we had the credit scene with introducing Hercules.
Yes, and that he was not dead.
Yep, yep,
He was just ashamed and left.
yep, yep,
Not Hercules does Zeus when he got hit with his own lightning bolt. So
yep. He got hit with his own weapon.
is that again? I don't know the lore. Is that an actual like relic, the lightning bolt of Zeus in the Thor universe, or are they just
Yeah, that's his weapon. That's like his weapon of choice and stuff. Like so, they all have like their own kind of weapon. Yeah, the Thunderbolt is actually like a blade and shit.
okay? That's
Yeah.
cool.
What do you give this movie?
I'll give it a 4.
All right, your fours
Solid.
consist of Guardians 2, Ghost Rider, Shang-Chi, League of the Extraordinary Gentlemen, Incredible Hulk, Losers, V for Vendetta, Road to Petition, Hellboy, Atomic Blonde, Birds of Prey, The Joker, Thor: The Dark World.
I
Uh,
would put it above that.
okay, I actually did the same thing. Thor: Love and Thunder. 4. Okay. All right. Our next movie, I think, is another electricity person. Our next movie is Black Adam.
Uh oh. Uh oh. Oh, I also like the little nod at the end to The Rock. I don't know if you caught that when the Rock guy said, "Yeah," and I came back, my body formed together, and I started hanging out with another guy named Dwayne, and I
Yeah.
was like, "He's a Rock man, and his name is Dwayne." I see you. I see
I
you.
just
So
realized that.
so I noticed that little nod.
Yeah. So yeah, Black Adam is next. Another lightning person.
Mhm.
So Black Adam's next. Then we have Wakanda Forever. That wraps up 2022. 2023 starts with Ant-Man Quantumania, Shazam 2, Guardians 3, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, The Flash, Turtles Mutant Mayhem, Blue Beetle, Marvels, and Aquaman 2. That wraps up 2023.
Okay, not bad.
So we're getting there. Getting there. All right, we wrap this up.
Yes, sir. Thank you for listening to another episode of the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. Make sure you check us out anywhere Red Cyclone Inc. That's Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, and WordPress. Where you at, Mark?
Follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, Twitch, and TikTok. All Mark and Mike. Also, I'm on Blue Sky and that Instagram, other Instagram one. I forgot what it's called. Anyway, follow me on American with the Mikey. Check those out. Follow our other cast. We have the Morphin cast. There's Shell Shock, the Not a Trekkie, and the Gamer Rage. Also, our weekly The Wrestling Babble and Gets Better, I swear. Check out all those past episodes. They are all on SoundCloud on playlists, so definitely check those out as well. And peace out, laters, and always remember, follow the Jinkies.
Peace, hungry.
Laters, and stay cool. It's fucking hot outside.
Yep.